Echo 4479, back. That's 32, clear to land, Echo 4479.
Good afternoon, everybody. How you doing? This is Mike, Logan in flight, sitting on top of Central Parking Terminal. Since there was no room in the inn at Terminal B parking garage, meant to come out here much earlier today, but you know, life gets in the way sometimes. Very, very windy here today. We got the lights in the way here. Give you on the screen here. What's going? So how you doing? This is Mike, Logan in flight, sitting here in the windstorm. I'm in the tornado corner here on Central Parking. Very, very, very windy out here today. Even let me see the Cape Airs here. Looks like half the Cape Air parking lot is closed. So most likely maybe too extreme. The winds are too extreme for Cape Air is my guess. I don't think it's too far off. But last night, I'm looking at who was coming in here today, and we had the Lufthansa 747 100-year special livery coming in. That got changed in the last minute, and we're getting a 747-800, but not the special livery, which is still good. We'll do it. Yep, Alex, you see here on the chat. Let me just make sure everything's working here in the chat as well. We got Alex, yeah, 747. Yeah, that's what got me here. I'm like, oh, yeah, it's going to be great. But then they changed it on me, but it's okay. Mr. Aker, how you doing? Got Betsy on here. CC. Squirrel Shorts, what's up? Yeah, Alex, yep, of course. Are you working today, Alex? Daniel, Winter Wings. All kinds of stuff out here. It is very windy. Very, very windy. We'll say that for sure. Let me get out to the main camera here. So let's see what we can do here. We have a, what is this? A Hawker heading to, I assume, Teterboro. That's where it came from. Very light on volume today. Could be due to the wind. I'm not sure if anything else is going on here, but we got the mod squad reporting for duty. Had that shirt on the other night. I love that. Alex is taking a sick day today, working. He's at home. Yeah, very, very quiet out here today. Not a lot of planes. But hey, the big planes are still coming, so we'll deal with that. We do have, we still have some Cape Airs playing around down here. I think this one just came in from Martha's Vineyard. And we got that Hawker. Where is it? Oh, it's already in the air. On, focus. There we got focus problems here. There we go. All right, it's out of here. I'm working on the focus problems here. I'll get this squared away here in a second. All now we're all set with focus problems. Yeah, the wind here is really just throwing everybody off. Especially me, because I'm the only one out here. Hey, we got Eric on here. How you doing, Eric? Jeff, how you doing? You can really see the white caps out there for sure. It is a windy one. And there's absolutely no planes out on the runways. Yeah, even looking at that, that's pretty cool. The wall way up there, just the water splashing on it. Let me turn the map on so I have what's coming here, not what's going to JFK. All right, we do have a Delta from Salt Lake City coming around to land on most likely 27. Also have a Delta coming in from Amsterdam, an A330-900. That's coming in either 33 or 27. I'm not really sure yet. We'll see what happens. Have I been to Indianapolis Airport? I have been there as a passenger. I did some pictures from there, but I have not been there for plane spotting. Robbie Batista, how you doing? See if I can keep this going here. MedTech, what's up? Let me see. When I was coming in today, the Korean Air was taking off with that new livery, the new paint job, we'll call it, not the new livery, new paint job. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, it's just gonna be one of those days. Maybe more of a sightseeing day than planes. We'll see what happens. All right, MK made it to an early stream. All right. Greetings from Germany, Munich. Nice. How are you doing? That's the only plane out there on the runways. We have a car going down there doing a runway inspection. For what reason, I don't know. Well, we get this plane taken off. We'll see how this works out. Heading to Lebanon. We will lose it behind the tower here, and the locations say we're behind a fence, so we can't really see much beyond the fence here, unfortunately. Not many spots available that were good. That'd be pretty cool, yeah. Neat. It's not that cold here, really. It's windy, but it's bearable. Walter, how you doing? All right, we got a Cape Air coming in on. Find it here. I'm gonna lose my hat. It's coming in on 32, which is that runway. On the bottom there, in the bottom left, that purple one. So we can see some of the approach. Then we have the rooftop HVAC systems. Then we got Castle Island over here. That's going to be crazy with the wind today. Got people flying around out there probably. I love doing it on Terminal B parking garage, which is right over here. Actually, that's like 4 spots from the end. That's my favorite spot. You can view the alley in front of us very clearly. But that parking lot is jam-packed. That's a popular one for American and Delta. And with spring breaks and everything going on, that place is packed. We have Delta here coming in from Salt Lake City in A220. Looks like we have Delta lined up for 3-3. And these guys are landing into a headwind around 20 miles an hour, gusting up to 40, I think. Another good place to spot from is Bayswater Street. Not for these runways today, but when they're using 2.2 and 4.4, they come right at you over your head. It's really cool. All right, we got JetBlue here. What's this guy say? We belong together. Whoops, where'd it go? We belong together. Some of these phrases don't really roll off the tongue. I'll tell you that much. All right, where is Delta? Is over at Nantasket Beach, coming in on 3-3. I do not see it yet. Oh, there it is. Go to this and go up. This is coming in from Amsterdam in A330-900. Definitely doing the Boston Crab. Actually pointing way to the side. It's probably about 20 degrees. That's crazy. So that's landing on 3-3. Where is it now? All right, so it is there. A little choppy today in the harbor. Crazy. So this one definitely is the next event that's happening here. We have a, it's like a JetBlue heading out and an American heading out on taxiway Charlie. Have to adjust this camera, you see on the right-hand side there. All right, it's about a mile out now. All the big planes should be coming in 3-3 like this one. It's the longest runway with this wind configuration. Even though it's not ideal, they're definitely going to be doing, the Boston Crab will be popular today. That's today's popular dance. All right, it made it. Nice landing though. Yeah, exactly. Nice landing. Breezy, how you doing? Good afternoon. We got a JetBlue here coming out. Let's see what they're. Blue better work. Right. We do have a JetBlue lining up behind the light pole there. Figured I'd set up with that where it is now as opposed to where it usually is, where they're taking off. I don't know, just a dealer's choice, I guess. Be able to see the landings better instead of them landing and then going through a light pole. All right, we have a bunch of planes coming in on 27. We have a Delta coming in from Orlando, an A321. We have a Delta coming in behind that from Philly, an E175, a Philly special. And then we have a Spirit coming in behind that from San Juan. All right, got the Mod Squad shirts going. All right. Yeah, I think the strike is over today. We have planes coming in today from Frankfurt, at least. I didn't check the Munich one because I knew I wouldn't be here that late. Yeah, but the water is choppy out here for sure. All right, we got our first Delta coming in from Orlando.
Tower 799 on the RNAV for runway 32. Runway 32, cleared to land, 799.
I also have an American lined up to take off here. This is heading to Reagan, E175. This is Delta coming from Philly, a Philly special.
British departure, you have grade 1, bring up 4794.
Delta heading out of here. Getting ready to go here down Charlie. To be heading to Atlanta. And we do have a Spirit out there somewhere. Thank you guys for watching. If you're watching, this is just a little Logan fun today. I needed to come out here. This is my my stress relief today. Sorry, my screen is low right now because I'm behind the wall. Because otherwise, the wind would keep knocking my laptop screen down. So I'm sort of wind resistant here. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope you're enjoying it. Hit that like button. If you're enjoying this, subscribe, turn on notifications. That's the best way you're going to find me out here. Especially today, just like little sort of a semi-pop-up show. I was planning to go out here a lot earlier today. But, you know, life happens. So I'm out here now just having some fun. And I see Spirit on final coming in from San Juan. Add some color to the show. That button there now. Should be pulling in the alley in front of us here. We got what, about 5 Cape Airs in here? Not a lot of Cape Airs. Like I said, just because the wind today is probably keeping a lot of them grounded. The wind gusts are half their takeoff speed, so. All right, we have United coming in from Newark. It's next to come in, 737 MAX 9. And then we have another one coming in from Chicago, United, coming 737. Bunch of internationals coming off the coast of Portland, Maine. We have JetBlue coming in from Paris. We have a Delta from Paris. We have another Delta from Paris. We have a Delta from Lisbon. All the Deltas are A330-900s or greater. Alright, there we have that. So I'm doing the best I can with the camera work. The wind blowing, I have to put on some stabilization parts to the camera. So we'll do the best I can with what we got here. Daily banana. You need those bananas. Exactly. This is the best way to de-stress. Having some fun here, and I enjoy doing this and bringing it for you guys. I hope you guys really like this. Yeah, I gotta get back on my flight simulators. I haven't played those in a while. So I gotta get back onto those. All right, next coming in, we have United Airlines from Chicago. get more of the alley involved here. We have that Spirit Airlines. We got Boutique Air there. I didn't see that one. Coming in from Messina. Wow, the wind's so strong it blew my hat off earlier. Had to go chase it across the parking lot. Yep, 100% agree. Oh, we do have, I forgot about this plane was here today too. We have the, I get back on screen here, where am I? The American One World plane. I'll be taking off. I missed one of the only takeoffs we have today so far. That was Delta heading to Atlanta. An A321. Not the plane on the screen, the Delta that just took off. So ATC is on. Just not much going on, so you don't hear a lot of chatter. All right, next coming is a Delta coming from Dublin, landing on 3-3. As I get blown away here. All right, where is it? There it is. Wow, this wind is wicked. I'm in a corner of the parking garage as well, so it sort of all comes to this point here. This is flight 155. Credit to these pilots today, man. This is having to land, especially the bigger planes have to land in this crosswind. It's crazy. Dan, how you doing? Good afternoon. Definitely the true windy city at the coast here. That's for sure. Get a shield for my gear here. It's just like a dust storm here. I was driving and I did see Qatar Airlines over an international terminal. I don't think they have flown for a while. There is one here, at least one. Great when those guys get back up and flying again. Check the map here. We'll be coming in next. We have a A321neo coming in from Santiago de los Caballeros and landing on 27. Martina, how you doing? Good afternoon. Definitely gonna have to vacuum my equipment after this. It's just getting covered with sand dust from all the storm treatment they've been doing up here. Put a towel down, like I'm at the beach. It's pretty nice. Nice. It's always good to have a good flight. Now we have a JetBlue getting ready to take off, heading to Cancun. Oh, it is taking off. We have a JetBlue coming in from Sarasota as well. As you can hear, the wind is just constant. Next lined up is at American, One World.
Departure, JetBlue 691.
It's going to be heading to Charlotte. Andrew sent 5 gifted memberships. Thank you so much, Andrew. I'll take a look at it after this plane takes off, but that's so cool. Thank you so much. That's a cool plane. And we have another American heading out there. Not a One World one. Let me see what we got here. We have, let me see. That's bizarre. You got a membership to yourself. Congratulations. Mark Westbrook. Bobby Costa. How you doing, Bobby? Kevin. The Fly. So cool. Yeah, that's good for 1 month membership. After a month, if you want to continue it, you can just re-up it. But thank you so much. So cool. Thank you so much. That's awesome. I love it. All right, next taking off, we have a ghost plane taking off, going to parts unknown. Cessna Citation. CJ3. Do have a plane on approach coming in. We have a Porter. Oh man, coming in from Toronto, landing on 27. Definitely get that approach when this plane takes off. Let's get this Porter on. The bigger planes, okay, I understand that with the wind. These prop planes, even turboprops, I mean, that's got to be. Some may call it fun, some may call it terrifying. It came to almost a dead stop because the wind is so strong. It's such a strong headwind. All right, we get United out here, heading to Dulles. Not sure what those planes are waiting for out there. Like I said, ATC is on. It's not hearing a lot of chatter. There we go, now it's on the roll. Next to come in, United Airlines coming in from Dulles, 737 MAX 9. And behind that we have a Delta, another JetBlue, the first international coming in from Paris, since I've been here anyways. Well, that guy's taking off right now, wow. We have American Airlines, we assume it's heading to LaGuardia, that's where it came from. That's pretty quick. There's a plane coming in right now. Surprised that American took off so quickly.
Our good afternoon, Captain 418, I was 27.
It's fun out here. I enjoy this stuff. Luis, how you doing? Buon tarde. All right, what else we got here? Delta coming in, E-175 coming in from Pittsburgh. I got these two planes heading out there. The first plane there is going to Salt Lake City. The second plane is going to Reagan. There's that one coming in right there. All right. Flight 5678 coming in from Pittsburgh. Oh wow, yeah. Feel free to subscribe. I'm about it's not me. It's everybody here. The channel is about I think less than 10 subscribers away from 6,000 subscribers. That's crazy. People just want to have fun. I shouldn't sing, I'll lose subscribers. All right, next coming in is JetBlue from JFK and A320, flight 418. There it is. It's up there somewhere. Then we should have the Delta taking off, hitting the Salt Lake City. So today they're using the light blue runway coming in from right to left, and they're using the purple runway, which is it's Delta right now, from the lower right to top. That's runway 33. The blue one is 27 today. The wind is blowing almost straight out on to 27. So 33 is a crosswind runway. But I'm sure the pilots know that. I'm not telling them anything new. All right, we got coming in now JetBlue from Paris. See our first Southwest coming out on the right there. Handing it off to this JetBlue, heading to Reagan. Flight 2055 and A220. I'm not sure if we'll get too many Logan whales today because might not be able to get to hear them. Not really hearing anything as far as props or jets or anything. All right, we got 3 planes out there. Might as well. Got to do that when we can.
Departure of the 2055.
JetBlue coming in from Las Vegas, flight 1478. And A321. Big blue people seater? Is that what it said? All right, next up we have the American Airlines E-145 heading to Syracuse, and that Southwest is heading to Nashville. 737 MAX 8. See what kind of planes we got coming in here now. We have a JetBlue coming in from West Palm Beach, and we have Delta from Rome. About to fly over. Where is it? There it is. Coming in on the downwind 433. For runway 33, not 433. That will be here shortly. So I was playing, had the zoomies, had to go look at that plane. Didn't get this guy coming in. And now the JetBlue coming in from West Palm Beach, and now we have EY45 heading to Syracuse. This should be next takeoff. All right. 100 likes. All right. Thank you guys so much. So cool. I love it. Steve, how you doing? New Yorker, what's up? All right, we're heading to Nashville on this Southwest.
Copy, departure.
Coming in from Columbus, American Airlines. Flight 4389. And we got a Delta out there, heading to JFK, E175. Hope you guys are enjoying this. Smash that like button if you are. I'm just de-stressing. This is fun. This one's just jumping right up. Here is a JetBlue coming in from Buffalo, an A220. Flight 2216. Oh, jeez. Hold on 1 second, guys.
Roger for Kevin 208.
Sorry about that, guys. I was Massport doing the security check, which is spectacular. It just scared the life out of me, that's all. So I can't hear anything besides the wind going on. All right, here is Cape Air heading to parts unknown. And JetBlue coming in from New Orleans. A220. That Cape Air went right over me.
10, Care 734.
Buffalo, we're off the football season, so yeah, go Bills. I'm all for it. All right. And we just made 6,000 subscribers. Oh my goodness, thank you guys so much. That is so awesome, so cool. Love it. I'm glad that people are enjoying this. Oh my goodness gracious me. That is so cool. Thank you guys so much. Ah, another milestone. I love it. We got JetBlue here heading to Jacksonville. We should have that Delta around here somewhere. I think I just heard him check in. I can see him now. All right. But first we have, what's coming in here? We have a Delta coming in from Fort Myers.
113 heavies, 7 out for 33 left.
Flight 2474.
M33 left, Delta 113 heavy. Over the prosecutor.
Look at the blue water out there. All that, it's like a Caribbean Ocean out there. And if I go up a little bit and to the right, there we go. There's Delta coming in from Rome. A330-900, flight 225. Pretty cool. The whole paragraph of this one. History has its eyes on blue. I did hear a whale. I did hear something going on there. Gotta get that going. Ah, I got delayed. Oh, man. I was hoping for that one, too, today. Oh, well. I have another Delta coming in from Rome. What was that last Delta? Oh, the last Delta was from Paris. This is the one from Rome. Sorry. As long as they're both here, that's all that matters. was a fun landing. Thank you so much, Steve. That's awesome. Oh, yeah. If YouTube wasn't around, I'd still find some way to bring this to you guys, I'm sure. Right through a website or something, you know? But thank you so much, Steve. That's very kind words. All right, what's going on now? I have a Cape Air taking off. I can barely see it. Sorry, I'm trying to find the plane taking off. There it is. Well, it's gonna buzz us. Buzz the tower. I keep following it, but it goes right into the sun, right behind me. Next taking off is JetBlue hitting the JFK. Flight 517 and 8320. Oh, MedTed, thanks about the short videos. I realized I hadn't done any for a while, so I had a bunch of them queued up. Sort of like a highlight reel of different plane spotting times. There's a plane out there somewhere. There it is. It's American Airlines Flight 4407 E175 coming in from Philly. A Philly special. I've hijacked that phrase from Pensy Planes. Hope he's okay with it. Steve, if you're not okay with it, let me know. I don't think it's patented or anything, but hey. Yeah, from this location here, when Cape Airs take off, they seem to like the buzz. When they're heading south, they take a quick turn. Yeah, that's just beautiful out there. I love that color. Water, reminds me of the Caribbean. This is going to Daytona Beach. Speaking of a warm location, flight 1499 and 8220. Cape Air and the fuel truck there, and the fuel truck's just about the size of the Cape Air. All right, we have no one out there taking off. We do have a Delta coming in from Memphis, an E175, flight 5604.
Departure JetBlue 4299, take care.
Check the radar real quick, see how things are going here. We have another Delta coming in from Miami. 737-900. Whole bunch of planes coming in, all over the place. Tampa, JFK, LAX, Chicago. All right, so we got a bunch of planes coming in, 27. Here we go. This one is Delta from Miami, 1325. Well, they turned off quick. All right. Zuhawk, how you doing? And a big heck yeah. Shout out to these ground crew guys. So cool. A couple of them are on the chat here. We got Bobby Batista, we have Alex. We got Pat, I'm not sure where he is today. He could be out here playing around. Heavy on 33 left. I didn't even see that. Where's that? Delta coming in from Lisbon.
Clear to land, 33 left, Delta 125 heavy.
Still a ways out. Be here shortly. Hope you guys are enjoying this. Just having some fun here. Not a lot of activity. I think the wind is killing a lot of things, and who knows what else. So I'm still gonna stay out here. We got Aer Lingus coming in next second to arrive on 27. Well, this is first to arrive. This is American Airlines coming in from Indianapolis, flight 4368. And we got our friend Boutique Air. They're heading to Messina. It's funny, I can barely hear them. All right, here's Delta coming in from Lisbon. Another A330-900. Well, that's, oh, sorry, this is a 767-300. My mistake, flight 125. We got Boutique Air heading out there still. We have Aer Lingus coming in, flight 133, an A321neo coming from Dublin. It's over the red and white water tower on the Logan Lagoon there. Steven, how you doing? Good afternoon from Providence, Rhode Island. I'm having the jitters. I want to get back to TF Green. Go down and do a show down there again. That is so cool down there. Where did I see you? Boutique Air, where are you? There you are. I'll get Aer Lingus. Let's see what they're taking off. Boutique Air heading to Messina. And we have Aer Lingus coming in from Dublin. Ooh, here goes the wind again. Next coming in is a JetBlue from LAX, flight 588 and A321. Man, I can barely see right now with the sand in my eyes. Oh man, this is crazy. I'll do it with my eyes closed, see how that goes. We have our next two volunteers heading out. We got a Cape Air and American Airlines heading out of here. Cape Air's heading to Hyannis, and American's heading to Louisville. Yeah, the Boutique Air is really cool. Svetlana, how you doing? Good afternoon. It's a little windy out there today. My stuff's just blowing around here. All right, we have Delta coming in from JFK, E175. If it doesn't get blown back to JFK. Couple planes out there. We have Aer Lingus here passing in review. Yeah, cruise ship should be here next month. There's a couple. I didn't even check container ships today. Those are pretty impressive too. All right, next to arrive, American Airlines, the E170 coming in from Chicago, flight 3500. Let's see how the E-170 is doing this wind. I haven't seen one of these yet today. Nice, smooth landing. Perfect. All right. E-170's got an A rating for landing in the wind. Got a JetBlue in the alley here. I'm not sure where, who, what, where it's going, where it came from. Came from LAX. This magic moment. Sorry, I had to sing that one. Probably just lost subscribers doing that. Back under 6,000. All right, next taking off is this American heading to Louisville. I think that Cape Air took off already. Oh man, we got a plane coming in too. JetBlue coming in from Atlanta. The bigger planes here are getting a little better, better landing at 8220. All right, I'm gonna get to this chat here. All kinds of things going on. Let's see. Falcon, how you doing? Yeah, cruise ship should be here next month. It'll be great. Dead Riggs, how you doing? Kelly, it's a little windy here today. If you haven't heard it. Our next to arrive is Delta coming from Tampa. I know we have no Tampa fans here. They made it. All right. We have a Delta heading out in Charlie. Charlie's this taxiway that's going right out to the runways being used today. Oh yeah, that wind turbine. That's a good indicator too. Which way is the wind blowing and how fast? Right there. Directly from my back, and I mean, that thing is huge. For it to be spinning that much, yeah, there's a lot of wind coming in this way. All right, next to arrive is American Airlines from Dallas-Fort Worth, an A321, flight 849. I saw a reflection on my screen here. I was like, who's that? Well, a little bit jumpy since that security guard snuck up on me. All right. Only got one plane out in the taxiway, so it's not a conga yet. have a spot in my lens, which is possible. Everything flying around here. I can't see how I wouldn't have a spot in my lens. Have to check it out. Yeah, Delta pilots are doing pretty well today. All these pilots are doing great today. All right, next coming in is Delta from Seattle, A321neo. Oh, I see that spot now. All right, I see what you're talking about. Not sure if this will help, but we'll find out. All right, next coming in, we have American Airlines E175 coming in from LaGuardia. Nope, spot's still there. Planes heading out now. We have JetBlue heading to Austin. That's first in line. Behind that, we have American Airlines heading to JFK. We're going to have United coming out. We have another American. All kinds of stuff happening now. All the equipment doesn't blow over. On the PayPal, we have Jean-Michael. $10 tip donation. Thank you so much, John. Here's Delta, Flight 400, coming from San Francisco, and A321neo. I don't know where ATC went. I'll have to...
Tower United, Delta 2I127. Only 27 special line United, 1277.
Our next taking off, we have a Delta out here, heading to Baltimore, Washington International. Flight 5668. Next coming in is Delta, coming from Atlanta, flight 726 and A321.
Departure 5650 also.
All right, let me go back in here. Let's see here. Hey, Adam, how you doing? Welcome to the fun. Joshua, good afternoon. There you go, John Mike. Thank you so much for your support. Yes, that was... PayPal doesn't pop up on the screen here. I get an alert on the Logan in-flight phone. So thank you so much. All right, next up, we have a JetBlue heading to Austin in A220, flight 1039. Just had a United landing from Denver. Flight 1232. Oh, I got the wrong screen. I'm so sorry. I got the wrong screen on again. Oh my goodness. All right, there's an American heading to JFK in E175. Yeah, so the oven gets it gets pretty hot here as well. All right, Kelly fired me. I'm done. I have my camera in one location and my screen in a different location, and I'm focusing on the camera screen because of the wind. And I didn't switch from the alley view to the camera view. So Kelly has fired me from doing this. If you want Kelly to fire me, hit that like button. I bet she's smashing it right now. Yeah, I would say a water spot, but there's no water here. Let me try and fix this again. Let me just get this over to here. See if I can find the spot. Unless it's on an internal lens.
Departure 46A, that's it.
Hope this camera's not on right now. I'm steering right down it. Yeah, unfortunately, this lens, the outside lens looks fine. It might be an internal lens that has a spot on it. With all this stuff flying around here, assembling this might have caused an issue. I will resolve that after this show for sure. Hey KF, how you doing? All right, we got this United. Actually, we have a United Airlines coming in from Newark. And then we have United taking off, flight 2297, 737 MAX 8. This will be heading to Denver. We had a forced conga line. We'll get some more today, though. They're sending them out one at a time. The only time we did that was with the 747. That's big enough for its own conga. Speaking of which, that should be coming in sometime soon. Just had to check my screen, make sure I had the camera turned on correctly this time. All right, lined up there, we have a NetJets. Came from Philadelphia. We assume it's going back to Philadelphia. We'll call it a Philly special. It's flight, what is it? Assess citation latitude. Anybody coming in that's slowing it down? There's a Delta coming in from DC. U-175, flight 5622. But this has got the clearance to go. And it's out of here. It was like 100 yards off the ground already. Oh, I thought we had a Delta landing. I guess not. It's a little ways out where it's coming in from DC. It's over the lagoon. There it is. Thought that was a lot closer. Kelly, I think you're right. Maybe I should be fired from this job. Oh, it's so sad. I'm sitting here. It looks like a snowstorm. I can barely see my screen with all the stuff flying around here. Oh, this is crazy. Hey, welcome. New subscriber, all right. Hope you're enjoying this. Hope you guys are all enjoying this. Hit that like button. Hope you're having fun. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Turn on notifications. That's the best way you're going to find me out here. I do not really have a set schedule, and if I do have a schedule, it probably changes on me, so. All right, and we have no plane in the queue. Miss Holland, hello, how you doing? I'm saying hi. This is Mike from Loganinflight. Saying hello. How are you? Hello. The ATC is a little crazy today, but Miss Holland knows that. She's watching. We're good. All right, next coming in, we have JetBlue coming in from DC, and then we have Lufthansa lined up on 27. Holy mackerel. That's going to be interesting. If I can find it, where is it? Right in the middle of these guys. Go straight up. I'll get that in a second. Holy mackerel. All right, we have a... That's why it's out of focus. That's why I can't see it. JetBlue here coming in from DC. And then we'll get right to the Lufthansa. 747-800. right, they're here. We'll call it here. The Queen is on final. Wonder how she'll handle the wind.
Departure for 613 ship.
I better have the right camera on this time. Oh, she's rocking and rolling in the wind too. The Queen has arrived. 747-800. Coming into a windy Boston. 8:30 to be specific. And she'll go behind the HVAC systems here, and we'll pass and review in front of us. We'll get some good pictures of her in a second. Yeah, that's one of the reasons I definitely wanted to come here today. Last night, when I was looking at the roster for today, that was supposed to be the special livery. But they switched it up, and it became what we saw today. We have American Airlines coming in on 2-2. Sorry, on 3-2. My mistake, 3-2. Oh, there's the Queen. Get me off the screen here. Let's get this Queen here. Sneaking around the corner here. Yeah, beautiful. I love it. Yeah, 2.7, that was a surprise to me as well. I thought for sure she'd come in on 3.3, but with the wind the way it is, hey, the Queen does what the Queen wants to do, you know? Who are we to say? You know, we're just lowly peasants in the village here. Got a JetBlue being tugged into the alley. Here we have American Airlines coming in from Charlotte in A321, flight 3294. Coming in on 2.7. I don't think there's any wake turbulence because there's the wind's blowing it all away. All right, real quick, we'll get to. There she's sneaking around. She's heading this way, slowly but surely. Yeah, we also have a Discord site. If you guys haven't joined or watch it, we try to post the daily liveries every morning. Try to get it out there before 8 o'clock usually, if I can. And what's coming into Boston that day, arrivals and departure times. But I was talking to, I think, Chris the other night saying, you know, yeah, I look at the roster of what's coming in, it's like counting sheep, you know, it helps me fall asleep and helps me figure out what's going to happen tomorrow. See if any kind of plane's going to come in that, you know, I should be there to see. All right, I can't get the Lufthansa on this camera. Can't zoom out enough on him. All right, here is the Queen. over to the international terminals. Behind the control tower down here. Yes, if you go to loganinflight.com or the YouTube channel, we have links to our Discord, the store. We also have the store where you can buy, t-shirts, sweatshirts, all that kind of fun stuff, stickers, everything like that. If you use Logan 10, it's 10% off. Another one of my favorite planes. Where is it? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? There it is. Air Portugal. Coming in from Lisbon. Lufthansa is just about out of sight. I mean, it was behind the buildings, like panned away from it. But we see the shark fin of Lufthansa. And over Terminal E, it got here, I think, an hour late. I'm not sure what time it is. Yeah, probably about over an hour late, so I'm not sure what time it's taking off. I probably will not be for the takeoff, but it was fun seeing the landing for sure. And she will slowly slip behind the tower. Never to be seen again. No. That was cool. All right, next coming in is the Delta and A220 coming in from West Palm Beach. We have a go-around. Did not like the looks of that. I'm really surprised that's the first go-around of the day. Maybe they just want to head back to West Palm Beach. I wouldn't blame them. Hey Ben, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Awesome, that's so cool. I love super chat, all that kind of stuff you guys do. I love it so much. The scary face or sad face. Yeah, I love it. Saw the A380 here one time paired with a Cape Air. All right, looks like an American, I believe, coming in from DC. E175. Check the chat out here, see what's going on. When I pan to the right, there's some kind of construction going on in the distance. So when I pan to the right, you got the parking garage solar panels, and beyond that you see those cranes. That's the container yard to load up the container ships. So that's what those are over there. I don't see any ships in today, but that's what all those cranes are. They can fit a couple ships in there, and those cranes go crazy. You can actually see, way in the distance there. When you hear the pilots talking about coming in over Milton or Blue Hills, that's Blue Hills right there. It's in Milton, a little far away, but that's one of the when they're landing on the 4s. That's a landmark that the pilots will use a lot of times when they're coming in. What camera do I use? I have a Canon. What is this thing? EOS R50V. Has it's a regular Canon camera, but it has the video features which are pretty cool. And on that static camera, it's a Canon Vixia, and that's the one I used forever when I first started doing this. And then I wanted to get into more of the different kinds of cameras, so started having some fun. What plane are you going to be on? The Lufthansa? That's pretty cool. And this is the Vixia. That's on the screen right now. What's it called? The Vixia... what's the actual name of it? Vixia HFG70. That's a great camera. It also records in 4K, so I do record this in 4K on that camera of the alley and stuff like that, so I'll post that sometimes just as a 4K video. Yeah, thank you so much for the donations and the chats. That's so cool. Lance, yep, right, from Boston. Yeah, it's a lot of fun here today for sure. All right, we got someone, JetBlue 2170, landing seat 15A. Where is that one? Did I already land? Did I miss it? JetBlue, JetBlue, JetBlue. 2170 over Providence right now from Fort Lauderdale. All right, we have someone on there in 15C, 15A. All right, try to shine the light if we can get to you. So you'd be on the driver's side, I believe. So when you land, you might get it, but we'll see what happens. A lot of light out here. Yeah, we'll look for that. All right. All right, back to the party here. Got a little jet here, came in from Bedford, which is not too far away. I think it's actually about 14 miles away. Could be a reposition. All right, we have Porter out there. That came by earlier. Lining up for 3-3. My camera keeps sinking down here. There we go. We have American Airlines coming in from DC, Reagan, at A319. We got these guys always scaring us when they turn the lights on. I've not heard of an emergency going on, but if is there one? Anyone see it in the chat here? Let me know. Usually it pops up on the screen as like a red square or something like that, but nothing is popping up. Here's the American. Whoops, where is it here? There we go. Coming in from Reagan. If anyone's heard anything about any kind of issue, let me know. Because ATC is not very audible today for some reason. A lot of feedback on it, so they must be doing something differently. I'm not sure what. All right, here's Porter heading to Ottawa. Up there too. It's not just the landings. There we have Delta coming in from Columbus. Another go around. The wind is getting stronger than I expected.
Runway heading 3000, Brickyard 5624.
All right, they're going to try it again. That's crazy. Another go around. Not crazy with the wind, but had a bunch of planes come in, no problem.
30, and I'm going to use frequency again. And 1 second, Brickyard 5624. It's 33 knots and see you later, Brickyard 5624.
Hey Mark, how you doing? Yeah, I'll be working on that. It's on an internal lens, so I can't get to it right now. The way the sand is flying around, I'm shocked that I only have one spot. Here's Iberia coming in from Madrid. JetBlue taking off, heading to Richmond in a 220. This wind is blowing me around too. Wow. I love it. Next to arrive is American Airlines 737-800 coming in from Orlando. All right, they're good. We got JetBlue here, heading to Newark, 737 MAX 9. Yeah, a couple go-arounds today for sure. It's crazy. Yes, I'm anchored down. tied to my shoe, you know? Not gonna go anywhere. Yeah, very windy today. It's crazy. If you ain't crabbing, you ain't landing. All right, so we do have, like I said, we have the fire department lights on. I haven't heard of any emergencies. Is Iberia passing in review here. Well, with all these go-arounds, I don't know, maybe just get the fire trucks out there anyways. Oh, that's it. Thank you for the kind words. So cool. All right. Trying to see what's going on here these days. Where's the planes? There we go. Had a Delta just come in from Jacksonville. I was stuck in the chat, reading the chat. I'm sorry. I should be doing plane spotting, not chat spotting. Next taking off, we have United Airlines heading to Newark, 737 MAX 9. J-Ru, how you doing? So the screen may be a little bit jumpy. It's my camera compensating for the wind blowing it around. JetBlue in the alley here. And you can see what's going on here with Delta coming in from West Palm Beach. Wind is screaming right now. All right. Next thing off is Delta heading to Tampa. Flight 1439. All right, medical emergency number 2 for arrival. All right. There's an A220 heading to Tampa. I'm gonna get blown off the roof here. All right, next coming in we have JetBlue from Houston. Delta here, ready to take off, heading to Orlando on A321. I'm not sure if this is the one. This year, the Delta coming in next from Norfolk, E175. Is that the medical issue? Whoop, there's a camera here, 1 second. Wow. Next arrives is Delta from Norfolk at E175, flight 5863. So I'm over here catching equipment as it's flying around. There we go. No pun intended. Gosh, you can't see it. It's just, it's like a sandstorm. It's crazy. Holy mackerel. All right, we have a plane taking off. I have no idea where it's going to. Cessna? Not a Cessna, yeah, Cessna citation. American landing here from LAX, A321. Sorry guys, I'm a little distracted sometimes. It's just everything's just blowing around. Nick, how you doing? Probably missing other people here that have talked. Big Wayno, what's up? I must have missed that JetBlue landing. Unless that's already come, yeah. So that must have already come in. But if it's a medical, nothing that we can see anyways. Unfortunately. I mean, all right, we have a Delta taking off, heading to Memphis, E175, flight 5594. But first we have American Airlines, flight 3539, coming in from Buffalo. Landed safely. There's that Delta to Memphis. So the wind gusts that have been reported on the screen there are not the gusts that I'm feeling. They're coming, those are from like Winthrop somewhere or Boston, the weather app that I'm using. So a little bit more intense. Heading to Memphis. All right, there's enough planes out there. Gotta have some fun. Delta coming in from Charleston.
Airbricker 5822, 32. Two clear line, breaker 5822.
Robert, thank you so much for the donation on PayPal. That will definitely get me a coffee. My hands are a little cold today. Thank you so much, though. Thank you for your support. So cool. Muchly appreciated. Now we have a Delta coming in from Milwaukee. Is the flight that we have not this flight here, although this is an American heading to DC. Next flight coming in, though, is a JetBlue coming in from Fort Lauderdale, and we have a chat member sitting in seat 15A. If you're listening, just so you know, I'm right on the right side of the control tower. And here's that flight. They're in seat 15A. If you can't see the light, one thing you can do is open and close your window shade. Call that the window flash. And here's the JetBlue heading to Fort Lauderdale, flight 1069. Delta coming in from Charlotte, landing on 32. If I can find it. Where is it? Over that bow. There it is. So 32 is a runway that's the southernmost runway. Usually can't see it from parking garage B. We can almost see it from here. Just behind those towers there. And lands over there. Pretty much it's almost a direct ride to the Delta and American terminals. There's that JetBlue from Fort Lauderdale. We'll see when it passes in front of us a little bit closer. See if we can get a window flash or a shine the light or something. We'll see what happens. Here is Delta heading to Cincinnati. Delta here coming in from LAX. 757.
Portugal Super Eagles.
We have this Delta, sorry, the JetBlue from Fort Lauderdale passing in front of us here. Flight 15, I mean seat 15A. I'm not sure if it's on this side or the other side. Can't quite see it with the lights and everything here. But hope you had a safe flight. You're parked over there on Terminal C, so you're back. All right, we got a Delta heading to Raleigh, Durham, flight 5825.
Boston, hello, Delta 1401,
I'll check the tapes later on, see if I saw a flash or a window or anything. Next coming in, we have Southwest coming in from Baltimore.
Departure Brickyard 5852.
So I was checking the chat here. I'm sorry. We got Speedbird coming in. All right. So Fancy Planes, I didn't tell him to open his window. I told him to open and close the shade on the window. Robin Webb, thank you so much. Thank you very, very much. Much appreciated. So cool. Thank you so much. All right, now we have a Delta coming in from Fort Lauderdale. Go back. Forget which plane had the go around. I'm sure they've landed already. All right, next taking off, we have a Delta heading to Savannah, an E-175. I think this is a Philly special in E-175. Pensy Plane said in the chat there. All right. Flight 4407.
Departure 5647.
We did hear a whale in the alley here, so we got to make sure we note that. Right next to arrive, we have American Airlines coming from St. Louis. Then we have the Pensy planes taking off, I should think. Yes, we do. This side, he just jumped right up. Wow, that was crazy. Next arrive is Delta coming in from Salt Lake City.
Departure begin with position.
A321 Neo. Radar here and zoom out a little bit, see what planes are flying around. British Airways, second to arrive, coming in, a 777 from London Heathrow. Next to arrive is American Airlines, coming in from Philly, another Philly special. Philly Special Mania.
One rather heavy with the
Noosh, how you doing? Good afternoon. How you doing? They have 3 active today. They got 3-3, 2-7, and 3-2. 3-2 is mainly the commuter flights for the most part. As you can see by the wind here today, they're having fun. Next taking off, we have American heading to Chicago. Where's the score? Hey, where'd it go? There it is. And then we have Speedbird coming in, 777 from London Heathrow on 27. After this long flight, they just want to land. They don't want to go around.
Departure Runway 3902.
On the ground. Look how quick it stopped. The wind right in its face. Wow. I don't think I've ever seen a plane that size turn off this taxiway that quickly. That is crazy. We have JetBlue taking off, heading to Charleston in A220, flight 2467. So the lights are still on over there at the fire station. Not sure why they're still on, but they are.
Good afternoon, United 2647, ILS 27.
Yeah, Jeff, I know you like the big planes. That was pretty cool.
Very simply.
All right, got a little activity here in the alley with all the Cape Airs going on. I wonder if they're doing construction for... A while ago they said they were buying a whole bunch of new planes, electric planes. I wonder if that's actually coming to fruition. I gotta research that one. Next coming in is a JetBlue A220 coming in from Key West, flight 2064. Because they put Cape Air put an order for these like almost like E-planes, pretty much, that were electric turboprop planes. I think they were. Just speculating, based on facts. Looking down here, they're doing all this little, all kinds of stuff going on down here. I'm not sure what it is. But all the Cape Airs are staying outside of the corral. They're not letting them in. Help if I was showing you guys what I was talking about. So they have all this stuff going on down here. I'm not sure what's going on. Oh my gosh, it's so windy. Almost lost the camera again. There we go. Hey, stay back there. All right, we have British Airways passing in review here, Speedbird. And we have United Airlines coming in. That's a 757. To get these landings because it's crazy what they're doing. And this camera here keeps going like this and almost falling over. Crazy. All right, we have JetBlue heading to Nolans. Louis Armstrong International Airport. United Airlines coming in from LAX, 737. Did I lose it? There it is. We got shadowing going on here, so I can't see the planes as easily.
JetBlue 8074 on the honest runway
Yeah, if you look online, like the wiki for Cape Air, stuff like that, you saw they made a purchase of like 85 planes. Whoa, sorry, I can't see anything. Wow, this is crazy. Yeah, they made a purchase of like 85 planes, like these E-planes that are going to replace their entire fleet. They because they do operate here. They operate in the Caribbean as well, and out in, I think, near Bozeman. They have a fleet of planes out there as well. Yeah, it is. Oh, man. Windy. It's funny, we're not hearing the radio calls. Even though ATC is on, everything is running. It's crazy. We got both channels going. All right, we have Delta heading to Fort Lauderdale in A321, flight 2196. JetBlue coming in from Aruba. A321, flight 8074. Crazy. All right, anyway, where are we here? We have a plane taking off from shore somewhere. We have JetBlue coming in from Savannah. That's probably going to be next on the list. Windy gusty land right there. Happy to be on the ground. We have American Airlines lined up out here hitting the Dallas-Fort Worth. They should be taking off next. Next coming in is American Airlines coming in from Cincinnati in E175. Then we have Alaskan Airlines coming in behind that. 737-900. And then we have private jet coming out of Halifax.
Roger, have a good day. American 2661. There was 9836 second line. 9836.
That's the American from Cincinnati. Sarah, how you doing? It looks peaceful, huh? I'm not too sure about that. All right, daughter on flight 4351. Taking off shortly. Did I miss it?
Tires spraying 22 on the island.
Have to keep an eye out for it. 4351. All right. Next to arrive, we have Alaskan Airlines 737 coming in from Seattle. They made it. Made it safely. Oh, you're always got a JetBlue plane right here. What's this guy? Let's say the lament does not exist. I don't know how long that was in the boardroom for. Trying to figure out what they're going to say on that one. All right, a couple parades of JetBlues coming in here. They just landed. Oh, sorry, that's cool. Yeah. I'm glad you're enjoying this. The different angle from where you are. New number. Ludus. Yeah, I'm not sure about that one either. All right. And here comes that private jet from Halifax. JetBlue lining up on 3-3. That's going to be heading to Sarasota. So turn and burn. JetBlue here coming in from St. Martin. A321 flight 1878. Go back. keep saying all right because it's watching these planes. It's crazy watching them in the wind, what they're doing. Yeah, a lot of JetBlues today. As we watch an American take off, heading to JFK, flight 4388 in E175. All right, we got our Alaskan Airlines is coming in here in the alley. Next coming in is a JetBlue from San Juan. Oh, you got the Cape Air rainbow flag livery sneaking in behind the Alaskan here. All right, they made it safely. So we have that's Cape Air livery. We also have Nantucket Air livery. And we have the white Cape Air on that Tectum 2012. So that's pretty cool. All different kinds of Cape Airs in here. "100% agree. I'm glad I'm not flying out today." We have a Delta coming in from Providenciales. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. Someday I'll figure it out. 737. Get them in while we can. All right, we have a JetBlue heading to Savannah in A220, flight 349.
Flight 673, ILS 27. Land 27 stuff, flight 673.
Someone in the chat was saying a lot of JetBlues today. Yeah, it's a lot of JetBlues today. All right, next coming in, we have a Scandinavian Airlines coming in from Copenhagen, flight 927, an A321neo. No problem for them. All right. They've been here before. 24 more to 300. Awesome. That's so cool. We get Southwest coming in from Denver. A little bouncy, but they made it. Next taking off here we have Delta going to parts unknown. Where's it going here? Fort Myers. Flight 2215, and we're getting the wicked gust of wind again. Let's see what this plane does in the takeoff. If we had 2 or 3 go-arounds today. Maybe 2. I'm surprised it's only been 2. There's a plane out here somewhere. As the Southwest coming in from Nashville. 737 MAX 8.
Departure Delta 2250.
SAS here, passing in review.
Clear to land 27, jump to 774.
Well, next taking off is JetBlue heading to LAX at A321, flight 487. Spirit backing up in the alley. Spirit scratches.
Departure JetBlue 487, good day.
I didn't see this Cape Air taking off, heading to Hyannis. It's a little quiet out here, see if I can catch this one coming around. There it is.
Left 210, we'll keep an eye out for this area.
Oh, I can't. It's over my head. All right. Next coming in, we have JetBlue from Aruba.
We got that traffic way out there, but
I'd much rather take a flight to a warm place than come to a cold place. Next taking off United Airlines heading to Newark, E175, flight 3452. Cape Air and 33 right. I've not. They probably today. They probably could, with the wind being so strong. But they usually take off on half runways. Well, they'll go down halfway down 33 or halfway down 22044 and take off. They definitely land on 33 right. Next to arrive, we have a Delta coming in from Newark, E175. That's a 3-2 check-in. Checking the radar here, see what's going on. I think Virgin Atlantic will be the last plane today when that comes in. It's over the coast of New Hampshire, Maine area. It's because it's getting cold and the wind is really bad, and I think I got to go home and industrial clean all my equipment. It's been sandblasted today. All right, waiting for who's coming in next. We have a private jet coming in from Keene, New Hampshire, landing on 27. All right. I'll spare you guys the conga this time. Even though it is a little bit of a conga line, we'll spare it a little bit. Won't do as crazy. Just a little conga, not a big conga. Next coming in is American Airlines from Phoenix, an A321neo. They made it. I'm saying wow because just the wind just hit me hard. I'll keep saying because the wind is just crazy for me today, for sure. All right, another JetBlue here. Let's see what their name is, their claim to fame. Forever Blue. All right, that makes sense. Easy to say, rolls off the tongue. All right, next coming in, we have a Delta E175. All right, where is that? Coming in from Indianapolis. There it is. All right, and we have a United lined up, heading to Chicago, flight 2040. See nobody coming in, so this should take right off. Hey, you too, have a great time. Thank you so much for checking in here. Got that Spirit out there somewhere. I think it's out behind the lights there. And a couple Cape Airs. So we have that Spirit heading to San Juan, flight 3013. And we have a couple Cape Airs behind it. Ah, 300 likes. So cool. Thank you guys so much. So awesome. I love it. It's one of the reasons I'm out here, just so you guys can enjoy it. Hope you're having fun today. Like I said, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications. We have memberships. You can do the super chats, all the fun stuff, YouTube-y things. The store, the Discord, PayPal, Instagram, all that kind of fun stuff. All right here, one-stop shopping, loganinflight.com, and on the YouTube channel it has all the different links. One thing, if you go to the store, if you use Logan 10, you get 10% off your entire purchase.
Boston Tower, Jeffrey 1264, 2.5 out from Ribbon Island, 27. 27 clear to land, Jeffrey 1264.
All right. JetBlue heading out here in the alley. Got a couple Cape Airs out there lining up. First one's going to Bahaba. Second one's going to Nantucket. See if I can get them on this. They're a little ways out. See if I can get them on here. There's the first one going to Bahaba. It's tough to be this zoomed in with the wind blowing me around. So this will be heading north, so it should be taking the right-hand turn. Not trying to buzz me. Next one's going to Hyannis, which may buzz. We'll see what happens. It probably will. Yeah, sorry, Craig, not much longer. Well, probably another waiting for Virgin Atlantic to land, which should be coming in shortly. So sorry about that, not that long. My son's going back to school tomorrow from his spring break, so I did want to see him a little bit tonight. And all those kind of family things, you know. All right, we have a JetBlue lining up on. Actually, I guess I'm coming in first here. Who's coming in? JetBlue coming in from somewhere. Providencials. And there's the Cape Air buzzing the tower. All right, they made it. And this JetBlue here is heading to Orlando. An A220.
Leisure 2574 on the island, runway 27.
In honor of the A220, we get the Logan whale.
Runway 27 clear to land, JetBlue 574. Departure Air 413.
All right. And next to arrive is a JetBlue coming in from Aruba, an A320. We got a couple of Deltas heading out to the runways. And oh, we have a Virgin Atlantic coming in, A330-900. Could be third or fourth, depending on how they pair these other planes around. We'll see what happens. Once again, guys, thank you guys so much for hopping on here on this Friday, Saturday. Like I said, it's a little windy here, but whatever. It makes it more interesting for me, trying to catch my equipment as it's falling around. Everything's solid down, but you know, it's just nice gust knocks everything around. But I hope you enjoyed this. I'm having a blast out here, a blast of wind as well. This is just fun. I just love this so much. I'm so glad I can share with you guys, people that are watching, wherever you're watching it from. I'm so happy you're on here and being able to share this experience with everyone else on here as well. It's so cool. That's the reason I'm out here, just to have fun with everybody. And we got Delta here heading to Columbus. This is a JetBlue, I think this is from Aruba, I think that's what we said. Yeah, Aruba. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't realize this was the Aruba plane. This is the Boston First Flight Special Livery. I knew it was coming in today, but I thought it was later on. Ah, sweet. I'll definitely get that one when it gets a little closer. Hopefully we'll park around here in front of us. That'd be really cool. I didn't realize that was coming in now. I knew it was coming in today sometime, but I thought it was already here or it didn't come in yet or what the deal was. Sweet. Well, added bonus. We have Delta here heading to Infinity. There it is. I lost it. Nashville. Oh, so cool. I got to see the Boston first flight. The Boston plane. It's United Airlines coming in from Chicago. (737) 800 flight 1693.
Over departure over there. We're going to
Oh, I'm so excited to see that Boston plane. It's just the little things, you know? Doesn't take much.
Boston Tower, flagship 463, with you at ILS 27.
All right, what we got coming in here? We have a Gulfstream coming in
Land 27, flagship
from
463.
Teterboro, FlexJet, and then we have Virgin Atlantic. Another Delta coming in from Aruba. Aruba's having an evacuation or something. Yeah, there's still a little ways out. That next one coming in is 6 miles out still. I can see a glimmer in the sky. I think I see it. You got Chris, the retired mod who never retires. 100 new subscribers today. So cool. Awesome. Just for that, we'll get this guy on screen. The Boston first flight special livery. I just call it the Boston livery because it's sort of self-explanatory. So cool. I love it. One of us coming in the alley here. The alley is a little busy right now, so it could be coming in here. But that's so neat. Nothing else is happening right now. Wait for that Gulfstream to come in. But so cool with the MBTA, Paul Revere, Zakin Ridge, a Lobster, State House, and the gas tank. That's very notable. That's just cool. All right, here comes that Gulfstream in a second. I don't want to switch cameras, but I have to here. The other plane's coming in. All right, where's that Gulfstream? There it is. Coming in from Teterboro. We have Virgin Atlantic. There it is. Coming in from London Heathrow. A330, 900, I think, right? Yeah. Wheels down, ready to play. Let's see how they fare with the wind. Before they get here, though, we do have a plane taking off. JetBlue heading to... I got this wrong the other night. Let me make sure I get it right. San Diego. Still, that's just a cool plane. I love it. All right, we got Virgin Atlanta coming in. Should be the next event on our calendar. Well, if they go do a go around, I'm gonna get a longer show here. I said I'm gonna keep going till this plane lands. Oh, there's Delta. Heading to Reagan. They landed safely. Looked uneventful. Once again, another big plane coming in and turning on a taxiway that's pretty close. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna call it for today. I've had enough fun battling the wind up here today. It's very windy here today. So cool. What do we got here? Wellington Flights, how you doing? What's up? And you press the right button. There we go. How you doing? How you guys doing? I'm wrapping up the show right now, unfortunately. But hope you guys, everyone here, hope you guys had a great day. Hope you enjoyed this. A lot of shaky landings, a couple go-arounds. It just makes it for an interesting show. And we have the Boston plane here, which is cool. The JetBlue special livery. It's not that old. It doesn't come here that often, but hey, when it does come here, let's definitely get it on the screen. So I want to thank you guys so much. Thank the mods again. You guys rock. And we're gonna Olivia. All right, she's back. Yeah, so I'm not sure when I'll be out here next. Who knows when? You know, could be tomorrow, could be the next day, could be the next day after that. Oh, next after that is Kelly's birthday. St. Patrick's Day is Kelly's birthday. Just so you guys know, you have 3 days left for shopping for her birthday. Today's Happy Pie Day. I forgot about that. Today's Pie Day. 314. All kinds of fun stuff. Anyway, I digress. Thank you guys so much for the support across the board. Everything you got, everything. Subscribers, over 100 subscribers today. Spectacular. I love that. Broke 6,000. That's just one of those milestone goals that I love to hit. It's so cool. Yeah, so thank you guys so much. I will see you next time. Have a great rest of the Saturday and a great Sunday and a great week coming up. I'll be back out here sometime. Don't know when, but if you subscribe, turn on those notifications. That's the best way you're going to find me. And we'll go from there. You guys have a great weekend. I'll see you later. Bye.